How many of you can remember a time where your imagination ran wild? Where a time where a stick became a sword or a hammock became a rocking ship? Today I want to talk to you about a man whose imagination created the happiest place on earth. How many of you know this familiar face? This is a picture of Walter E. Disney, the man behind it all. First, I will be discussing his childhood and his background. Next, I will be discussing his success as an animated producer. Finally, I will also inform you of the happiest place on earth that this wonderful man created. Now, let's begin with Walt's background. According to Lisa Slayman's biography, Walt Disney was born December 5th of 1901. His parents were Elias Disney and Flora Call Disney. Unfortunately, Walt moved often. He mostly resided in Missouri. He worked most of his childhood, but in his spare time, he enjoyed sketching the animals on his farm. As the years went by, Walt Disney graduated and started working for 3 production companies throughout his adolescent years and his young adulthood. Worked for three publishing companies. Unfortunately, Walt Disney was laid off. During the struggle, he and his brother Roy Disney decided to create a motion picture company by the name of Lifograms Production. They invested all of their income in this production, but unfortunately it went bankrupt after only a year. Walt Disney was left with nothing. He owned $40 and a couple of cartoons that he had drawn, but despite it all, Walt still had hope, and he did the absolute unthinkable. Walter Disney moved to Los Angeles, California, and sold his cartoon production to another company. With the money that he received, Disney had bought his own studio and began working diligently. This is where the magic begins. According to the current biography, Disney began a new project in the form of a mouse, and he named him Mickey. Mickey Mouse was an overnight sensation. Critics around the world couldn't believe how amazing the production was. Walt then went on to create the first motion picture animated film in 1937. This movie would be Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Walt was awarded a Golden Globe along with the Academy Award for this production. Walt Disney has produced more than 39 movies that have all received awards, from Dumbo to Bambi. According to Anna Lee Ward's Journal of Popular Film Producers, during his Disney Renaissance era, children would want to know where Mickey Mouse and Snow White had lived. Being the creative man that he was, Disney began creating the happiest place on earth. According to Funk and Wagnall's New World Encyclopedia, on July 17th of 1955, Disneyland was created. Disneyland was created near Walt's home in California. This was now the home for Disney's beloved characters. Anyone who was encouraged to visit Mickey and all of his friends. This was a place where dreams came true for young and the old. On October 1st, 1971, Disney World was opened in Orlando, Florida. Unfortunately, Walt Disney passed away in 1966 and was unable to see the amusement park opened. Walt's brother, Roy Disney, did make sure that everything was exactly as Walter would have imagined it. There are now 12 theme parks across the globe. A few of these places are in Tokyo, France, and Hawaii. What better place to spend your vacation than the happiest place on earth? Overall, Walt Disney has impacted hearts and minds through his creative imagination. Through his struggled childhood and young adulthood, Disney never gave up. How do you think your imagination could impact the world? After all, the happiest place on earth all started with one tiny mouse. Thank you.